Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another edition. Today we are going to discuss none other than what's been blowing your time up every day. Bullshit. StarMarie. Okay, look. I have my initial reaction to StarMarie came about whenever she was a guest star on Unwind with Tasha K. And with that being said, it's just like every day. She did an interview with Tasha K that reached out to her early September is what she stated. And with that being said, another YouTube vlogger reached out, I guess a little later is what I'll hear say. Mona Simone, then she agreed to do an interview with her. What happened was whenever she went, I guess, live with it, it wasn't able to do that, but she got the audio with it beginning with all my calls are recorded. Is that okay with you? She states yes. Okay, so yeah, I'm not worried about that. It continues. So she gets this, almost an hour's long worth of interview with StarMarie. In the meantime, she does an interview with Tasha K because Tasha K got more clout. So she chooses whatever platform she's gonna go ahead and choose to be on to get more viewership. Her live on Instagram actually went viral, and what they say is viral is, I'm just assuming over 20,000 people saw it. So anywho, with that being said, she was telling off her story on how she knew Cardi B years ago, or 10 years ago. This is before Love and Hip Hop, but as we all know, she stated at one point that Cardi did not have a lot of followers. Then she follows up with, at this time, Cardi B had over 100,000 followers. So we can never actually determine if she's telling the truth or she just gets conflicted with her words. Okay, so there's been a lot of bloggers on YouTube covering this story. Now, she has put out a diss track because there's a lot of people just, making her donkey of the day, as she states. And it's true. There's a lot of things that she has said that she lived with Cardi B for about 6 months. Word was she only stayed there 2 weeks. Then it turns out that she was staying there and they did everything they could to try to get her out of Cardi B's crib. So with that being said, she's done with it, and at this point she's gonna show her ass, is what she states. So she puts out this little diss track, and she says, "I took it to the booth because I wanted to." And so it's quote unquote bipolar disorder. Get the wants. Link in my bio, so there goes the plug. Palo Santo, my bad, is a tree used to protect you from evil. I said, I know you fixing while I'm dissing, but I'm that hex and that root. LovelyTi spooking y'all all the way out. She's like a pastor who don't give a crap about her church members. Link in my bio for the diss track. So that's what that's followed by. If y'all have not heard it, it's got this almost identical track. But if y'all are fans of Lil Hansen, she did a reverse diss on Bad Baby. It's it's the same kind of thing. They just tweak it up a little bit so that way it doesn't get demonetized or taken down off a platform that they posted to. So with that said, she repeats. I think she has this like on repeat, and look, a copy paste. She got it on copy paste. This is what she says. Palo Santo is a tree used to protect you from evil. I said, I know you fixing while I'm dissing, but I'm the hex and that rude. LovelyTi speaking y'all. So she's copied and pasted this as a response to a couple of people in the comment section. The thing is, as she states here, link in my bio to hear this diss track. These hoes desperate and reaching because they didn't know I would resort to the booth. And although I'm positive, I'm definitely with the shits. Black magic sucks your essence away and causes rapid aging. These hoes are also very mad that I'm strong in spirit and I actually look younger than a lot of them without any makeup, no weave, or without the machine behind me. LOL. So So freaking sad and pathetic. I will be going live to discuss my lyrics on Saturday. Right now, I'm off the grid traveling and living my best life. So tune in, folks. I may get off my ass and come out the garden and get my ass in the studio some more. The world has a lot to learn from a woman like me, and I'm here for it, bitch. Link in the bio to hear my diss track. So she's plugging the heck out of herself. What I do want to say is there is something that she responds to, because all of that's not very impressive to me. But she does stay where somebody had, it's like one of those little ghost accounts or what have you. Bot account is what they call them. And it states, what happened to the StarMarie video? And this is directed towards LovelyTi 2002 is her username. And it states, it's now private. Everyone who needed to see it got it, needed to see it, got it, and understood the message. My work is now done. I can't leave it up because it was affecting some people who were spiritually sensitive. Lots of emails and DMs saying the same thing. So my heart told me to private it. Everyone who got it, who got to see it, saw it. I have now washed my hands of the situation. New videos and new topics will be uploaded tomorrow. So this stated it was as early as 7 p.m. today. But that could have been just, whoever sent it and it was from, days ago. I'm really not sure. So she goes, oh, hell no. Was LovelyTi really on a oh, hell no. Was LovelyTi really on the cyberbully StarMarie Paola's payroll? Question mark. I know the streets was telling me this. But dang, shake my head. Let me see. I swear for God, laugh out loud. And then she @unwind with Tasha K. The fuck? I'm crying right now. Please get the tissue. Pastor LovelyTi, also known as 2018 Reverend IKE, done spent the tithes and offerings. Lost the good luck coins and declined the eulogy. Silly bitch. Laugh my ass off. I need to create a song on her. The big Jerry Curl mad. My new cyberbully diss track coming soon. So with this being said, and I don't see where LovelyTi has, not LovelyTi, but where actually, I don't see where your girl responded. So I'm not really sure what's going on with this. I do want to say this, though. I think she's being kind of dirty the way she's like atting Tasha, because it just gives us this sign, like that's just sign, right? In your face that her and Tasha are, probably sneak dissing LovelyTi. At this point, I got my horns on because I'm playing devil's advocate today. The thing is, whenever LovelyTi has came out and she's published videos and actually took them down because she had a sensitive side to mental illness, then you turn around and then you start doing all this crap to her, and then she gets threats in her inbox, and I'm sure you have too, right? But you're dealing like a big girl should, or my bad, you're really pressed on this situation, and so this is why you're coming back with a diss track. Like, honestly, girl, you've been in the studio. I'm thinking that your sugar daddy got a studio in his mansion, okay? Because at this point, you always off the grid. We don't know where you stay. You always on the airlines. You say you got your kid back, and that's all great. I have not seen him. None of us have, and maybe you just keep it in private, and that's all good too. Word is you got a little hectic. It got into a big fight with the baby daddy, and the kid was there and witnessed everything. So that kind of puts you as a hazard to be, in the room with children. And just my outlook, it's going to take you a while before you're actually approved to be, around children again. This is something that we really need to look into. I don't know where she gets off talking about cyberbullying, but yeah. So anyway, she got a lot of comebacks on this timeline. It's unbelievable, y'all. She says that she's natural. I just want y'all to take a look at this, because right here, she got, it's plain and simple. She got eyeliner and mascara on. That's not natural. And also the hair is pulled up, and I seen her on Unwind with Tasha with the little ponytail, but these are some long extensions. So what? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it, and I'm really not trying to. At this point, she said all kinds of stuff in this diss track. Then when you listen to the lyrics, she referred to Dr. Seuss. She could, look, this sounded just like a Dr. Seuss, like a Walmart version of it, nonetheless. But I'm just sitting here going like this. For all the things that we've already caught you, you know, in either lies or discrepancies with your story, you just mad because you keep getting caught up. Now, either way it goes, I know that you've called out Nicki Minaj, and at first Nicki Minaj, you know, she gave you a little bit of, like, hey girl, you know what I mean, I'm hearing you, and you was really waiting to be like invited to Queen Radio. At this point, I think you put out so much drama that even Nicki's like, I don't want no part of it. You know, Nicki already is dealing with the 2 girls from the club that I'm sure under her payroll. And because we all know that that whole Meek Mill lawyer is also representing these 2 girls. So with this whole story getting as messy as it's getting, it's pretty ridiculous to think that you just gonna get in where you fit in. At this point, and Tasha K's already made a hot mess of herself. She's making fun of people's hair. Now she turned around and she wearing a hat because I'm hearing she hearing it. You know what I mean? People talking about her hair. But I also don't see her being a faithful friend when it comes to LovelyTi on the other side of the track. If you and LovelyTi are really good friends, you should also show us that you ain't putting up with what this girl right here is dragging you in the middle of. I heard your video earlier where you were stating that Cardi B's friend is on her payroll and she's doing whatever she wants, like her little puppet, more or less. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking at you be StarMarie's puppet. Every time StarMarie got some beef, she just whiny at Tasha, right? And it's like, really? Tasha, you ain't straightening this girl out, not at all. And I'm starting to look at you side-eyed. This is why a lot of people unsubscribe, me being one of them. But I ain't gonna lie, you're still my recommended. So I'm just like, what's she talking about? She's making up stuff, girl. Now everybody gave you the heat on being an alcoholic. Now all of a sudden you ain't drinking, but you public, you pressing to sell that wine. It's all good. It is what it is. But I've already seen you make fun of a lot of people on this platform. I just don't think it's fair to really see you get any further, especially whenever you're playing shady games like this against somebody that's actually been your mentor in this YouTube game. It's really ugly. It's not a good look for you. And as far as your show has gotten you, and you claiming to be, you know, a 2-year in training journalist because you know what you're doing when you asking questions, but this interview with StarMarie was totally messy. Your intention was to get her on your show, ask her, did you actually know Cardi B, what she got on there? Y'all started speaking about how bad her hygiene was, her, you know, her house, how she lived, this and that, and it's like, this girl's a stripper. She's hardly home. I'm sure she let a bunch of people, you know what I mean, kick it every once in a blue moon. This girl came up, you know what I mean, homeless. And really you was making up to $2 grand a night and you didn't have enough money for your own stuff. Because I'm almost sure that whenever you staying with someone else, and just like Tasha said, did you do anything to help clean? And you said, yeah, my little area. And it's like, what? No one does that. No one does that. And Cardi B's already come out the woodwork and been like, I don't let nobody stay with me. Like, I'm 20. You're like, you know, 35, whatever. Why would I let you stay with me? Like, let's keep it 100. And like, honestly, I'm waiting for you to do so. At this point, though, I'm very disappointed in Tasha because there's no kind of defense mechanism. She's not defending LovelyTi at all. And it's just ugly to kind of watch. It just lets us know that you used her as a guided rope to get where you needed to be, from selling your stuff on Amazon to everything else. And I'm really hoping that LovelyTi comes out of that cloud. She sees light at the other tunnel and she sees that you are no good for her. She should not even answer your calls anymore. It is what it is. You got what you wanted from her. She sees this. She sees you throwing her under the bus, and honestly, as a fan, I don't even appreciate it. It's just like, what? So anyway, I know a lot of people ain't gonna cut up with you later in the future. It is what it is, and you know, you played yourself. That's the way I got that. That's the way I'm gonna respond to that. But also, StarMarie, I'm gonna be the first one to tell it how I see it, girl. Your rhymes are just that. You need to write like a haiku book, maybe. You know what I mean? That's on your side. You can actually ghostwrite for Dr. Seuss himself, okay? I know that he's you know, rest in peace, Dr. Seuss. But my thing is, you could always be like a children's book poet, like the same way that Dr. Seuss was. You probably make it really, really far doing that. And what really chops me up and makes me laugh at you is that Tasha gave you credit of being an intelligent woman, But every single one of these comebacks on this timeline is like ridiculously elementary. I'm not understanding where you're coming from. A lot of things are just like, you know, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. I don't see no intelligence in these posts at all. You're not like pushing, you know, the situation, like, or closing the situation. You ain't making the situation no better. You are actually looking like a high school child. And for Tasha K to keep defending you, for God's sake, she plugged this diss song yesterday. So that just shows where Tasha's going with all this. She don't even care if you're relevant news. She just wants to be able to post something and it get a click. I mean, it is what it is. And also, you know, asking Mona Simone to not post her video until you posted yours. I would have been like, no, Slick. We did that interview a day before yours. I'm putting it up before I know you're putting yours out, because that would have been the smart thing to do. And I know that Mona's sitting back going, that's what I should have did. You know what I mean? She'd okayed the interview, all that good stuff. But at this point, it's just like, I have no idea what's really going on. She does address, you know, all these fake accounts. For me being pathetic and broke, all y'all sending, and broke and old, y'all sending my page a lot of energy. The thing is, when you see this post that she sent about people stalking or what have you, this one here, it's like, where did you get this from to where you had the audacity to go ahead and read? Like, you're the one starting up. You know what I mean? The shade again. Like, I don't understand how you can sit here and start drawing this much attention to yourself. You're asking for it. You know what you're doing. I don't know what kind of marketing, whose marketing schemes you're following. But at this point, I'm almost sure whoever she is, she's in middle school. Because this kind of stuff right here gets no response from a normal 40-year-old, okay? You're nothing that you say that you are. And that's where I'm really calling you out. Because, and also Tasha, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, LovelyTi done turned you on to a lot of good, you know, ideas. And I think that at this point, they've even invited you to, like, you know, parties and stuff that they're a part of as far as the YouTube community is concerned. I'm almost sure that LovelyTi invited you first and foremost personally. But I also think that you have literally chewed her up, spit her out, and chunked her under the bus so damn far to where you don't care, because now that you're getting recognition and things like that. I am going to say that, like I said, since I've unsubbed to you and the stuff that you're putting out is so, like, no one really cares about. We know that Waka Flocka cheats, okay? We know this. It's really like, at this point, I don't even know. I seen you, you know, plug a little caption of, you know, Kylie Jenner over in Miami avoiding paparazzi with Jordan Woods. And it's like, you don't even like Kylie. We already know this, but you sounded all getty when you putting that up there. You were talking about, you know, Bill Cosby and, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff that we're like looking at you going, because every time you're talking about something, we know that subliminally you're referencing back to yourself or something that relates to you. So you have these like subliminal comebacks, right? And the whole, you know what, I drink something up, but I'm not drinking. Girl, bye. You are always hitting the wine glass. Hit the wine glass if you're having a good damn time. And so, I don't know. To me, you feeling it. You really feeling it. That's why you got that hat on your head, because you tired of all the comments. It is what it is. Look, at this point, I'm really hoping that something changes for you, that you kind of get off of Star's, you know, pinacular piece is what I'm going to call it. And I really want to hear what you guys have to say. I've been listening to a lot of vloggers, and as I've heard in the past, you know what I mean, this gave us the opportunity to kind of seek out other vloggers and you know, be interested in not only just them high number subs that y'all have, but even the lower, you know, sub carriers. So with that being said, it's always nice to actually reach out and find somebody new and see their opinions on all of this, because it matters. Not only that, but the shade that you have given, Tasha, to us, you know, YouTubers that don't have as many subscribers as you do, is just pretty shameful, because we all work for the same platform. We should be here to really lift each other up. And it's, I just know at this point that if anybody answers your emails or you start calling in to get interviewed, but you don't ever say exactly what you want to say, you just say things to agree to disagree later, and that's just getting, it's like it's enough is enough. I've heard you say that, you know, if you were proved wrong in these circumstances, that you would come out with an apology, and it's like, you don't even, I mean, it's like this, I'm not going to apologize for Jack. Okay, fine. You know what I mean? You should have really said that on every interview that you've done, or every interview that you've called into to have a response. Because as far as I'm concerned, StarMarie done said to, you know, Mona, that you said to stop the interview. Then you said, no, I didn't. But you know what we wanted to hear? And this is what I'm going to tell you, because this is how I see it. We wanted to hear you call StarMarie on the phone, on live, air it. You hear me? Air it, so that we could all see you ask StarMarie. For sure, because we already know that's her on the audio. Is that what you said? That I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I offered you a job, but I told you I didn't work, that I was just going to hook you up with the people. This girl souped up, and even though it's not like a major lie, it is something that we wanted to hear you put her on blast for. Exactly what you said. We wanted to hear it in that fashion. But again, you was all passive about it, and it was what it was. And everybody, you know, that I want to say the majority sided against you. But you're doing what you can to kind of get in where you fit in, to kind of keep those watchers. And it is what it is. Business is business. Now we're just going to watch you to see how shady you can be on the next interview that you have, because now we know what you stand for. On the other hand, I think that LovelyTi pointed out, she had a bunch of good points, okay? And it like she mentioned in the video, if it's not for you, it's not for you, then push stop. If it is and you're interested, then keep on listening, because she's got something to say. And I really think that StarMarie got in her feelings with this, and she was just like, I'm gonna shoot back. I'm gonna shoot back, because ain't nobody gonna talk about, no, girl, bye. Girl, bye. You know too much. You even talk about it like it's in your daily vocabulary to actually worship these things. This is the way you live. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's not relatively familiar to me, because I know what it's like to hang out with people like you, and I know that y'all are always speaking on stuff that you actually use in your everyday life. So even if you meant it was to wand off, you know, evil spirits and what have you, which, yeah, that's okay, because I had Googled it, and you know, it is what it is. It's what is Palo Santo used for, and then it's like right here, used for relieving common colds, flu symptoms, stress, asthma, headaches, anxiety, depression, inflammation, emotional pain, and more. Okay, so this oil is great for aromatherapy. It can be used for massage and assisting in healing. Other than that, you have made little like subliminal shots with the word Spanish girl and things of that nature. And I really want to shout out to Brittany Chanel for coming out and like apologizing on your dumbass behalf. There's a lot of things that you sat there and said about, you know, Cardi B, Spanish, little Spanish. It's like, you know, and like she pointed out, no one wants to be in a conversation where they're like, you know, that little white girl or that little black girl or that little Spanish girl, like, you know, titles and all that shit right there. It just like, it goes out the window, and it just shows how mature that you really are whenever you use titles like that when you're identifying people. And so good luck making it far. You say that you do this, you in school, and you, girl, bye. I mean, honestly, right now it seems like you just catching up on your music career, so go on and do that. I don't think you're going to make it very far, but again, good luck. You could probably write some great children's books. And so I'm just going to end it right there. I want to hear what you guys have to say, because obviously this is going to go back and back and back and forth, and I don't think we're going to go anywhere. I think you're just going to keep on trying to chase clout until you actually make it. But honestly, you need to go into, not even the studio, you need to go into the closet. Close the closet. Turn the light on. Sit down on the carpet. Get you a notebook. Get your recorder. You know what I mean? Get you one that the speeds kind of move up a little bit. Because all this little, when you rhyming real slow, if you wanted to, okay, great. It's not cutting it, okay? Put it up on, 0.75. It's just a little bit, like, see what you sound like, even slow. Test it. Put it on 1.25, a little bit faster. See what you sound like that. There's the pointers, girl. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be friendly. Not your friend, but friendly. So anyway, with that being said, if y'all wanted to, hit StarMarie up right here on her Instagram, it states her Gmail as well, which is bsideradiogroup@gmail.com. But keep in mind, she ain't trying to be a rapper. She ain't trying to be a rapper at all. This is just something that if she wanted to go into the booth and do, then she could. Okay, we've all seen the way you act with Dr. Savy. Yeah, grooming the head. While he's sitting there smoking a joint. And you sit there and stated that you don't like all that. You ain't been into the studio but maybe 3 times and whatever. And then you scroll your timeline, you've been there like 6, 7 times. And just like little lies. Little black lies. It's like little white lies. Either way it goes, it's a lie. Just like you stayed with Cardi B for 6 months, it ended up to be 2 weeks. Then it ends up to be you just an intruder that don't want to leave. To really skeptical allegations of if you were traveling on an airline, you'd have to use your ID. And if you have warrants or if you are not supposed to travel outside of the state that you have issues with, how did you make it from point A to point B? I mean, we'll wait. We'll wait. Is this going to come out in your holistic book? We will wait, okay? So, nonetheless, I'm hoping that LovelyTi takes my advice and just really don't even answer Tasha's phone calls. If she said that she was going to apologize, if she don't owe it to us, the least she does is owe one to you. And so, with that being said, again, I want to hear what you guys have to say, because it seems like this is just never going to end. It's turning into everyday bullshit, and that's just the way I see it. At this point, I just thought that some topics would be different today, and they just weren't. So, anyway, please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on all platforms. Please sign up for notifications. I will see you guys in the next one, but I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this, because it's just like every day. Every day? Dang. I don't get it. I'm done. But I do thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.